This is Vinay Shetty from Asus Technologies. I hold the position of Regional Director for India and South Asia for the component business. I'm pretty much in this industry for the last 25 plus years and with Asus for the last 16 years. 2021 predominantly was a very promising year for us. I think in terms of the business growth, it was quite exponential. Asus always was known for the motherboard and graphic card, but what we have seen is in 2021, products like LCD, server, mini PCs, gaming peripherals, which needed a different platform to perform, probably what we call as today the e-tailers or the online business, and that was where we had to transition, and that helped us a lot in getting the kind of double-digit growth. In some product lines, it was almost a triple-digit growth compared to 2020. So I think overall it was a very promising year. A lot of things changed from the channel perspective as well, and it was a healthy growth, I would say. I think it was number one position in profitability, and I think over the years I have been quite vocal and advocating on one thing with the channel and my partners is we leave the race on the number one tag, but we ensure that our profitability is there. So that was the key in 2021 for the overall business perspective, not just for Asus, but for our partners. For us, motherboard and VGA business was a traditional channel-driven business. So that was our backbone. And today, still it is the backbone. But what happened is in 2021, there was a major shift onto the online platform. So what we had to overall ensure to find out the partners who would be enabling. So we found out that very limited partners were there. And the only challenge was who would go online. So we trained most of our partners to have their own portal. We engaged with partners who were already there on the major e-tail portals. So they helped us also to penetrate the products online. So if you look at the overall growth element, online platform was the key. Product wise, I think wireless routers, for example, the Wi-Fi 6 routers gave us a major boost. LCD, the gaming monitors gave us a big booster. And gaming peripherals for our segment was probably no one knew that we would be in the gaming segment. So it was one beautiful thing that this was an opportunity, and the online platform gave us the kind of consumer visibility, and that helped us grow much better. And now I think we have a stand to say where we have to reach. Probably in 2020 we were a little bit skeptical whether this kind of high price product will sell. So Asus is always known for its premium because there is a lot of quality and technology that is added. So that was one of our key challenges, but online business helped us bridge that gap. And I think 2022 also looks the same promising for us. I think in 2022, what we as a brand internally, when we introspect, we have defined a couple of segments. One is the IoT, which we call as the Asus AIoT, the server business, majorly the commercial and enterprise business will surpass in the 2022, predominantly because there is a huge demand for high-end computing. High-end PC is a lot in demand. The basic users have actually transitioned to either the mobile gadgets or the laptops, the entry level. But when we need a very high-end computing, which because of content creation, because of high bandwidth, so these products will surely be in huge demand. There will be a lot of server farms that are coming up. There are a lot of high bandwidth demand of product lines. So the router also, earlier we used to look at routers, which is 150 Mbps, 300 Mbps, people are happy. But with work from home, school from home, all this culture, we found that that is 150 and 300 Mbps will be dead in a couple of hours. Dead in the sense it will get choked. But then the demand for a Wi-Fi 6 or a better router with more users connectivity, I think that changed. So I think looking forward, enterprise solutions, AIoT solutions, commercial business would be a trendsetter in 2022. This is one of our strengths. There is no change in our relationship with our channel. I think we are engaged with our partners because predominantly we are from a channel background. We will ensure that our channel partners need to grow with us. So most of the handholding given during the pandemics, we encourage a lot of partners to open their own website. Some had limitations of how to do. So we had a team which would connect them with the web developers. Those who are still reluctant, we help them getting into the major retail marketplace. So the connect between Asus and its partner, I think that's one segment. My business graph might change, but my partner's graph seldom change. So we believe in a lot of win-win situation. We understand partner loyalty, and that's how we look forward. And for the consumers, I think one-time an Asus buyer will always be encouraged to buy another Asus product because that's the kind of range that we offer. So in the entire computing industry, probably we are the only brands who would have, if I speak from the DIY market or build your own PC concept, we only don't manufacture hard disk, memory, and RAM, CPU. Other than that, all the products, even if you need a chair, we have a chair. If you need a gaming desk, we need to have that. So I think an entire ecosystem is provided by the Asus as a brand. So the user has a lot of options not to leave Asus. What we have been practicing for the last 2 years, as I said earlier, we have informed our partners not to get into the race of doing more numbers. You need to sell high-end products because the premium and margin on a high-end products are very different. End users always value those kind of products. They know why they are buying. The demand for high-end products have increased considerably. If I just give you a ratio, probably before 2019, the ratio was about entry versus mid and high end was almost 95-5. But in the last 2 years, it is 75-25. So the users know why they are buying a mid and high end. And the channel partner has to understand that they are not just demand fulfillers, they are also solution providers. So they should engage with the end user in giving the right solution. And when you get a right solution, people do pay. There is, when we say consumer behaviors have changed, consumers have become more educated. They understand what technology is. They understand that you have to pay a premium when you need a quality product. So I think overall, it was a good change. The concept of very basic entry level has moved out. Consumers are looking more into solution-based product lines, longevity-based product lines, and stable product lines. So I think that's a good situation at this moment from the demand perspective. The only change that has to happen from the supply perspective is the partners have to be more proactive in selling a high-end and profitable product line. This is one of the industry where I think we don't need to look at 2-3 years. It is like every 2-3 weeks, there is something that is coming up all the time. And I think we are lucky to have be in an industry where innovation is faster than sales. Before the first innovative product is out in the market, the second is already peeping its head. But to give a very discrete segment, as I mentioned, enterprise segment is one that should be looked at. AIoT is something that is going to be very, very promising because I think we not even scratched the surface. There's a lot of demand that is going to come. I have seen channel partners who are traditional end user partners have come up with commercial inquiries. That means the spectrum has grown much, much bigger. There are a lot of opportunities for commercial buyers, commercial selling. We have a lot of opportunity in the prospect of Make in India. There are a lot of partner system integrators who are engaging in Make in India. So I think looking forward, building PCs in India, building solutions in India, commercial product lines, enterprise, server portfolios will be a huge trend to watch out in the coming 2-3 years.